We're gonna get into more in depth about Kimora Lee. I don't think I really got to it the way that I wanted to because I don't want my videos to get too long. But we're gonna get into it here on this live stream. Shout out to everybody that's here, the moderators, the channel members, the Patreons. Make sure that y'all click the link in the chat room. That is the link to my Rumble. That's where my podcast is going to be at officially. That's where it's going to be exclusively over there. It's not going to be here on YouTube. I put enough content on YouTube. So my podcast is going to be over there on Basic Social Politics Podcast. Well, it's the BSP podcast on Rumble. The link is in the chat room. Make sure y'all click that link. If you don't have a Rumble account, I highly suggest that you make one. Okay? That is the future. Rumble is the future. YouTube is destroying itself more and more every day. And I'm not going to be I made the conscientious decision that I would not put all my content on YouTube. The adversarial relationship I've had with YouTube, that's a no for me. Okay? So make sure y'all go over there to Rumble, click that link in the chat room to my Rumble page. Go follow, all right? Because I will be going live over there exclusively. So make sure y'all go do that. All right. Let's see who's here. Make sure y'all like the stream too. Miss Tangy, Chocolate City, JJ Diesel, Slim South, Prime VA, Fred the Jammer, I'm him, Carl, Boss Lady, Kevin, John Mark, Sir Yeetus, Nubian DNA, Dill, Lions Den, Sleepy Montana, Swing Out, Charm, David Watts. Let's see, Brian Turner, what's up? Shout out to all the members, man. Shout out to the members of the channel. Charm, I think I said your name, Charm. What's going on? We're going to get to this. I'm sick and tired of stupid people, okay? Yeah, YouTube is definitely not your friend. YouTube has not been my friend since 2015. Raina Woman, what's good, Raina? Alex, what's up? Make sure y'all like the stream. Let's get the likes up, please, before I get started. That's how we do over here. Nothing has changed. All right. I want to speak on something though before I get started. Now, I want to give y'all the format of this live stream. I'm going to speak about this Kimora Lee, Russell Simmons, and then at some point I'm going to switch over and I'm going to start talking about other news topics out there. So that's how the live streams are going to be formatted now. All right. What's up, Gary? Yuga? It never ceases to amaze me. You got a lot of women, and I may get into it today. Appreciate that, Rainy Woman. Yeah, make sure y'all go over there to Rumble. If you don't have an account, make one. Follow the podcast channel over there. I'd really appreciate that. All right. I done told y'all not everything's going on YouTube. And I would hate for you to contact me and say, Jay, I'm seeing these clips. Where are these live streams? Told you where they at, man. Mm-hmm. It never ceases to amaze me the melanated woman in America continues to complain about melanated men. What's good, Zoe? Kathy, what's up? Steven, what's good? The melanated woman never ceases to amaze me. I'm seeing a lot of complaining. I'm seeing a lot of you melanated women. Y'all are thirsty for the blood of a black man, ain't you? Y'all love being able to attack black men online. All right. And some of the shit that you say, you would never say to a black man's face. Right. Or white, because, you got the worshiping of white men. But y'all don't have the nerve to go and approach those men and tell them how you really feel, because they probably laugh in your face. And even some of you have tried. There's video evidence of you trying and they laugh and them basically telling you to get away from them. Y'all get online and you say some of the most disgusting things because you're out for blood. Because you're hurt. You've never gotten over your trauma. So you come to YouTube to fix that trauma when you need to be fixing that trauma outside of YouTube or social media. Okay, social media should not be therapy, but it is. Social media is therapy to a lot of you hurt heifers, and it all ties into the topic. Y'all got to understand. We're gonna do a whole live stream review of Kimora. I'm waiting for more people to like the stream, but I gotta talk about this, man. Why are you heifers so hurt? Y'all threatening to go date non-black men? Who gives a shit? You would have done it already if you could. You ain't leaving that BBC alone. Just stop. You're not leaving the black man alone. Black men tell you, listen, I'm going overseas. Here y'all go with your TikTok campaigns. You either want black men or you don't. Stop getting online threatening to go to other races of men, because we're all laughing at you. You're not going to do it. You're not leaving that black pipe alone. You're not. Y'all are obsessed with black pipe. You de-policing it. Not only are the women de-policing, you got men de-policing. You got men. Let me say it again. You got men de-policing. It's a shame. But y'all are out for blood. Look, Megan Good was at the courthouse with Jonathan Majors. Oh, these women were mad. These women were mad. These beta males were mad because how dare a woman date a man who's been to court? You heifers have been to court just as much as Megan Good has. Sticking by some ain't shit male. Excuse the language. Let me back up. I don't need to be cursing out here. Y'all know I'm not a cursor. Let me back up. Y'all about to make me go all the way in. Y'all think this is Rumble? You think this is Rumble? Let me back up. All right. Y'all out here getting mad because Megan Good is at the courthouse with Jonathan Majors. You heifers are always in court with your baby daddies, with your boyfriends. Some of y'all husbands done some nefarious things, and y'all are right there with them. Kimora Lee's her ex-husband, or quote unquote ex-husband, he got caught up being a scammer, and he has legal issues, and she took Russell's money to bail him out of that situation. Yeah, y'all think this is Rumble? Come on now, YouTube. So what I want to know is this. How can y'all be upset with her when y'all have done the same thing? Y'all have stuck by men who have been accused of doing things they shouldn't be doing. And y'all do it. Why? Because you love that person, right? Some of y'all will walk away from your families just to be with a man who has a long criminal record, who's put their hands on women, right? Who don't take care of their children. That don't keep you from dating those men. And listen, this is all going to tie into Kimora, because Kimora don't know how to choose a good man either. Kimora's horrible with choosing good men too. Okay, she ain't immune to choosing horrible men, and we're going to get into it, because how you going to go at Russell Simmons when your ex is a fraudster who had to pay back $40 million, who could be going to prison? What's up, Amanda? Make sure y'all like the stream. So she wants to play the morality card, who's a good father, who isn't, but you are with a guy who's a scammer. I don't get it. Yeah, they go visit men in prison. You talking about you holding a man down in prison, but you the same one in the Shade Room's comment section trying to denigrate Megan Good. And I put up a tweet and I said, they're only mad because she's not having her hot girl summer anymore. She got wifed up. Meanwhile, the rest of y'all are waiting for somebody to wife you up. And they're just like Kimora. Kimora wants to play the morality card. Now, let me say this about Kimora. We're really going to get into this. Listen, I hope y'all y'all got some time tonight. This is not going to be a short stream at all. We got a lot to discuss. Sheila, click the link that's pinned at the top. Let me tell y'all. Anybody going over to Rumble, click the link that is pinned in the comments in the chat room right now. It's going to take you directly to the channel. Okay, that's what it is. It's going to take you directly, because as a matter of fact, that is a link to one of my podcasts. So it'll take you right to the channel. I clicked on the link right before I went live, so the link worked. I have a video already up on that Rumble channel that's been up there for almost a year and a half. So click the link that's in the chat room that's pinned at the top. It'll take you there. You don't have to go and search anything. It's right there in the chat room. Salute to everybody that's here. Like I said, I hope y'all got some time today, because we're going to discuss this and really get into why Kimora Lee is nothing more than a gold digger who got caught with her hands in a cookie jar. She took Russell's money and Russell was mad. Russell tried to sue her, but Russell lost that lawsuit. I went into it in my video. Russell is mad because she took his money and used it to help her ex. We're assuming that's the ex, but she thinking he might go to jail. So she's already, distancing herself so she don't have to owe no money or, whatever. But Kimora is not a victim, people. This woman is a certified gold digger. People say, well, she was with that actor. He's not a rich man, but he's a successful man. He's a successful actor. He gets a lot of work in Hollywood. All right. So she has, and look at the guy Tim that she got with. And I'm seeing people trying to now listen. Russell Simmons is not. I'm not saying Russell Simmons is a good guy. I'm not saying that Russell Simmons is a guy that deserves to be defended. He's a grown man. He can defend himself. This is not a live stream in defense of Russell Simmons. This is me exposing who Kimora Simmons really is. Okay. Y'all got to understand something. And again, make sure y'all continue to like the live stream. Kimora, before her infamous live stream, and we're going to get into it, Kimora and Russell were on good terms. Kimora and Russell was on good terms until this business investment money went missing. The money that Russell put into that particular investment, Russell says he didn't get that back. She was trying to claim that he did, but she actually took his money to help her husband get out of his situation. And Russell is furious. And that's what fractured this good co-parenting situation that he had with Kimora. And let me tell you how Kimora exposed herself. In Kimora's live stream, she tried to make fun of the fact that Russell will go on social media and talk about how good of a relationship that they had with each other after the divorce. And she thought that she was making him look bad. No, this makes you look bad. Because we saw you in pictures together. You, Russell, Tim, whoever Russell's date was, right? Y'all seemed like y'all were getting along with each other to the point to where Russell invested his own money with you into this venture. Kimora, you forgot that? But then you want to get on your Instagram live and make fun of him for, you say he was sending flowers to himself, putting up old pictures of the kids, trying to act like everything was good. I mean, he invested millions of dollars into a venture with you and Tim. So obviously, yes, he thought things were good, but maybe you were using him, Kimora. I think you were using Russell. You use Russell to get that investment, and when your scamming husband, quote unquote, got caught up in a situation, you use that money to help him. Russell like, yo, where my money at? He tried to sue her for it, and he lost. And that was one of the things that really struck me. Like, this guy thought he was on good terms with you. Russell did everything that an ex-husband you think would do as far as co-parenting with his ex-wife. Not only are they on good terms, they're doing business together. I think Russell thought he was in a good place with you. But obviously, Kimora, you were using Russell. You used Russell and you basically threw it back in his face. And now you want to make it seem like he's the bad guy. I'm sorry. If you steal money from me, I'm going to be upset. You don't expect him to be upset? Now, apparently, Russell is not giving money to their children anymore, and that's why his daughters were upset, because he cut the credit cards. I'm glad he cut the credit cards, because they look at them, they sided with their mother because they're about the money. They ain't got no job. What is his daughter's job? One of them, I believe, is in college, maybe. What's the other one doing? I mean, the other one just graduated, right? But what is she planning on doing? She's still using daddy's credit card, but she wants to hop online and try to make it seem like he's a deadbeat. That man ain't no deadbeat. That man ain't no deadbeat. That man is not a deadbeat. That man took care of your mother and he took care of you. Even after the divorce, he did a business deal with your mother, even though she filed for divorce. So he has every right to be upset. And the crazy thing is, his daughters are lazy. They don't have his work ethic. They were living off his money. Shout out to Omar.
These women are crafty as F asterisk asterisk SMH.
Yeah, they are. Appreciate that. Because Russell sued her and he lost. Like, Kimora is very crafty. Listen, she was in a relationship with a scammer. Like, you know, she's learned some things. But Russell did a lot for Kimora. And she threw it back in his face to mock him. I had never seen two divorcees do more with each other than they did. I've seen so many celebrity divorces. This one, the first time I've seen a celebrity divorce where it seemed like both of them were getting along with each other. And then she tried to throw that in his face. Or you're fake sending flowers to yourself. You're pretending like we're on good terms. Oh, well, he gave you millions of dollars. So obviously he thought you were on good terms, or he never would have gave you that money, Kimora. But Kimora is nothing more than a manipulator. And she's trying to go public to garner sympathy, but you're just getting cooked. Okay. Now, the only people siding with you are these hurt heifers who hate black men. And anytime they see a black man in distress or in one of these situations, they're going to side with you. Okay. But other than that, people understand what's going on. People understand who you are, Kimora. You can try to hide it and mask it all you want to, but we know what you are. Shout out to Jamie St. Patrick. Gave her baby fat, and this the things he get. Right. He did a lot for Kimora, but she's very ungrateful. He introduced her to a lifestyle that she's now in. And this is the things he get. He invested millions of dollars in a venture with her and her scammer ex. And this is the thanks that he gets. Russell did a lot for Kimora.
Gave her baby fat, and this the thanks he get face with raised eyebrow?
Right. Appreciate that. He did a lot for her and those children after the marriage. Yeah, they did it on Father's Day. This was a hit job. This was trying to make him look bad because he cut the credit cards. Because he's tired of Kimora not giving him his money. This is why you got to be careful, man, of the women that you get with out here, because yeah, he dated her when she was young. People are throwing around ages. I'm not going to go into it right now. But she was she's an intelligent female. She is. Kimora is very intelligent, and she's a social climber. She's very intelligent. Yeah, the Tim guy already had a wife. Tim had a wife when he got with Kimora. Kimora was basically a side chick. Kimora saw an opportunity to get with a Goldman Sachs, successful, businessman, quote unquote. I guess he was successful. And she took it. Because that's the type of woman she is. That's the type of woman she is. But Kimora knows that she can no longer pull men like that. They tried to, claim like her and Usher were getting cozy. Don't Usher have a wife? Why are you trying to get cozy with? Don't Usher have a woman? That's the type of woman she is. She ain't trying to get nobody singles. She trying to get her a rich, successful man that has a woman. That's how she got with Tim. But Tim, he's not successful as she think. The guy is a lying scammer. Lied about not being married. She claims, she knew nothing about it. Nah, she's way more intelligent and crafty than that. Kimora's a very intelligent woman. She knows exactly what's going on. She knew exactly what was going on. Hold on. All right, David, let me check. Okay, hold on. Shout out to David Watts with the PayPal. He says, making a Rumble account for BSP, David Watts. Well, I appreciate that, David, man. Shout out to David. Definitely, y'all, go and make a Rumble account. Go subscribe to I have other Rumble channels, but that's the main one I want y'all to focus on, because that's where my podcast is going to be located from here on out. I'm not putting it on YouTube. YouTube has enough of my content, and that's just how it's going to be moving forward. But yeah, make sure y'all go over this, get a Rumble account. Show me you support me outside of money, because, people can complain about donating and money, but the one thing you should never complain about is following your favorite content creators wherever they go. Starting another account on a rising platform in Rumble, because I don't send y'all anywhere else but YouTube and Patreon, right? Go over to Rumble. But back to Kimora. Kimora is a manipulator. Kimora is a manipulator, and she knew exactly what she was doing. And they did this to make this man look bad. This was all her doing. Her daughter did, her other daughter. This was all her doing. Okay? When Russell was going off like that, shout out to Omar again.
Nothing new. Typical Western woman, man shrugging, medium skin tone. Anyway, I gotta head out early, cuss. I gotta wake up early for
all
work,
right.
fam.
All right,
Y'all
man.
take care.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. So I want y'all to know that when people are sharing the video of Russell yelling, understand the context. His daughter's not a teenager. His daughters are grown. They are grown, and we don't know the conversation. Look at the text messages. Look at what his daughter said to him. These are the type of people he's dealing with. Imagine the kids that you raised, that you work hard to build a lifestyle for them that they have, talking that way to you. Children should stay out of their parents' business, but of course, Kimora's not going to do that because she wants to utilize them against Russell. Those girls should not be in their business. But this is what these women do. These single mothers always put their children in their business when it comes to the father. But a woman who's worth anything would never put their children in the middle of her drama with the father. But you have a segment of you women who are horrible people and mothers, and you will put your children in the middle of any situation you have with the child's father because you're weak. And you need backup because you know what you're doing isn't right. But you want to justify your actions. And when you do that, you do brainwash the children against the father. You put them in your business when they should not be in your business. But y'all put them in your business. Jaime Hansu said Kimora was not letting him see his child with Kimora. Oh, really, Severa? Oh, really? That makes a lot of sense. But that's who she is. She's a controlling, manipulative woman. And I bet all her relationships have pretty much, gone down the drain. And she's at the center of all of it. Shout out to everybody that's here. We're going to get into her live stream. Let's get into this live stream, what this heifer had to say. They love coming to social media to air their grievances. This is a man that you married. This is a man that you were in love with. And what, you're no longer in love with him? I'll tell you, man, this is why, there are men like me out here to say the things that I'm saying, even though you got beta males that want to fight against it. You got the beta males are fighting against this more than men are. A lot of you beta males are fighting other men who are speaking out because you're broken. You've been broken. Shit. A lot of you guys probably grew up in a single parent household. Maybe you grew up with stepfathers and men mistreated you and your mother, and you want to take it out on all men, right? All men are your stepdaddy, right? Or all men are your biological daddy who abandoned you, right? So you want get back. Let me tell you something. Hey, beta males, you will never get back. Now get out the way. Now let's get into this. Is an hour long, and I got this from a YouTube channel called Day and Night Network. So shout out to everybody here.
So I woke up this morning to some disheartening messages from one of my baby daddies. Now, those of you that know me, many of you here.
One of her baby daddies, you sound like you're 20. She literally sounds like she's 22 talking about your baby daddy. No, that was your ex-husband, the father of your children. Stop trying to connect with the lowest common denominator. You're more intelligent than that, Kimora. You're more intelligent than that. Stop trying to be like these heifers in the shade room comment section, okay? You're not one of them. You're a 48-year-old divorcee, all right?
Have known me for 176 years. I'm a single mom.
She's a single mother. That's the realization. This is the realization, right? That's why she's so mad at Russell. Why are you upset at Russell? If it wasn't for Russell, nobody would know you. Now, we can get into the particulars of Russell ever getting with her. That's a whole nother different topic. We talking about 2023 and the fact that she's a bitter single mother. She realizes her best days are behind her. Her ex could possibly be going to jail. This is where she's at, right?
5 kids, and I have 3 baby daddies.
3 baby daddies.
3.
Not exes, not ex-husbands, they're baby daddies. You're a lot more intelligent than this. Why are you trying to be like the women in these comment sections? No, be yourself. You know, when you're talking to those businessmen, when you were at events with Tim, you didn't talk like this. We know this, Kimora. You weren't talking like this. All right? You weren't talking about having no baby daddies. You're not these women, okay? You're you. All right?
I said it, 1, 2, 3. So one of them, Muscle Women's, is seeming to be a little bit upset because my oldest daughter, who's 23, about to be 24, a whole ass adult, posted a message to me that said, Happy Father's Day. And I replied,
which she shouldn't have done. Your daughter is a shit starter. Why would she say Happy Father's Day when she grew up with her father? She's just one of those rebellious daughters who hates the fact that her father was successful and she wasn't, right? Who wishes her father would have got her a record deal and gotten her into the music industry and he never was able to do that. Her father was in her life. So why would she say Happy Father's Day to you? Like, what other man was taking care of her? Tim wasn't taking care of her. Jaye wasn't taking care of her. Russell was taking care of her. That's the problem with you Gen Z women. Y'all have no respect. This is why you getting dogged out by every guy you get with. That's why these males are running through you. Because you don't have any father figures in your life that you actually respect.
posted that, and he was, I guess, upset. I don't really know. He posted a message, a cryptic message that said, something about don't ask the dads why they're not with their kids. Ask the moms why they couldn't be there, why they weren't out. So I took that as a situation because many people sent that to me, and I've noticed that he said,
no, you were stalking his IG. Let's be real. You heifers, y'all stalk these IGs, man. Many people are sending it to you. Your daughter is the one that sent it to you. Let's be real. Your daughter sent it to you. All right. Your daughter sent that to you because she knew what she was doing. She put that post up because she wanted to piss Russell off. That's why she put that post up. She wanted to piss Russell off. And she got the reaction that she wanted out of Russell. On Father's Day. Father's Day.
other messages too that are like, talking about brainwashing and stuff and of kids and all of this. I would just like to say, and I hate to do all this, but when you come for me, like ding dong, I'm there, up out of my bed. I'm here to give it all of it to you that you want.
Yeah, and you're enjoying every bit of it. You heifers love getting online beefing with somebody. Like y'all, this is y'all enjoyment. Y'all get enjoyment out of being able to get on Instagram Live and go in on somebody. Y'all enjoy that. You heifers love that. You wake up every day wondering, how can I get into some drama? I've never seen so many drama loving people in my life. Y'all love it. Y'all love getting on here, and when somebody mention you, here you go. You can't wait to go post something on IG. That's the first place y'all go.
Sir. So I would just like to say my two girls, and Aoki Lee feels the same way, even whether she posted it or not. My two girls just recently graduated.
Oh, she says that Aoki feels the same way. How do you know? How do you know that she feels the same way? It's because you're brainwashing them to hate their father. You wanted to put other men in their lives to be the daddy. We've seen this story before. You move on to other men and you try to convince them that those men are better than their father is. And unfortunately, they grow up believing it. They grow up believing that these men that you try to put in their lives are better fathers than their actual father is. Y'all got to remember, she divorced Russell in 2008. Ain't no telling how many other men that she done been with during that time from 2008 to 2023. We know of two. All right.
From college. Yoki graduated from Harvard University. She's one of the youngest students, certainly young women of color, to graduate from there at 20 at such a young age in probably most of recent history. We can go back together and see exactly when that was, but she's one of them. My other daughter, who's 23, about to be 24, also a whole ass adult, Ming.
YouTube is the new home of...
Okay, we'll be back after this short break. We'll be back after this short break. All right, here we go.
Just graduated from NYU. It was very, very
I
tough.
heard about that too. I heard she dated Birdman too. I have no doubt that all these chicks be dating Birdman. Y'all can say whatever you want about Birdman. Birdman be running through these chicks. He's with Toni Braxton. If he's with Toni Braxton, imagine all the other chicks that Birdman done been with.
Moms know this, and dads, and all the family members. It's not like one graduation, it's like 10. It's a different group. It's a different this, it's a different that. I went to New York for NYU. Congratulations to all the NYU graduates. I saw so many of my friends I haven't seen in forever that have like kids my age, my kids' age, and they're my age. So I saw so many people. I saw models from back in the day. That one girl, Anna Gatana, came from Ethiopia. I mean, I saw people from all over. So shout out to everybody in New York. I did the same in Boston with Aoki at Harvard. My mom was there. She's an immigrant. She's Korean Japanese. We were just super emotionally taken over by, all of this and the accomplishments of all of our kids. And I say all of our kids because I talk to so many parents here, and a lot of people, everybody probably watching here knows me. So we've been through this together with my kids, with your kids, with everybody's kids. So some people who were noticeably absent was their dad.
Shout out to Michael Merriweather. I think she's trying to coax Russ from Bali. Probably, maybe you could. It probably is what she's trying to do. She's trying to force him to come back to the States. That's why she's talking about him being noticeably absent.
Russ from Bali.
Right. Like, she knows Russell can't, he's somewhere in Bali. He can't come back to the United States, and that's why he wasn't there. And she's trying to use that against some more brainwashing. Okay, you supported Russell when he went on his retreat, right? Quote unquote retreat. But now she's trying to make it seem like, Russell intentionally didn't want to be in his children's life. Y'all see how these women do?
Mr. Simmons. And so I noticed then, as soon as we started posting our graduation pictures and all these things, he starts to post on his Instagram. People send it to me because he's blocked by all my children and myself. He's blocked. We don't engage with him.
I wonder whose decision that is. Once again, people, she's the leader of the household. The children are going to follow the leader of the household. This is a woman that took money from Russell. The reason why he's blocked is because he sued her for stealing his money. So because he sued her, now she wants to direct them children to block him. But before then, there are videos of him speaking to his children that was maybe a year old. Because I remember he sued her over a year ago. So before then, everything was good. But because this woman is greedy, and because this woman took his money, he lost trust in her. He lost trust in her. And she said, oh, well, I'm going to turn the kids again. That's what she did. Because, of course, all these heifers are victims. You're 40-something years old, but you're a victim. Yeah, she told her kids to block him because he was suing her because she took his money. That's why they blocked him. They didn't block him because he did something to them. It's because you told him to. We know the tactics of the single mother. That's probably going to be a podcast title, The Tactics of a Bitter Single Woman, and the things that you heifers do when you want control over your children. You will try to isolate them from their father. You'll even isolate them from his side of the family.
Don't talk to him. We haven't spoken to him in many months. many, many, many months, probably going on years. But I noticed that he started to cryptically post children of divorced parents are oftentimes brainwashed. And
Yes.
I thought, wow, people
Yes.
really, probably start to believe that in the
Yes, that is true. That is very true. That is what goes on because you heifers are control freaks. Shout out to Kareem.
Is that accurate? Because did he come to US for his trial last year?
I'm not 100% sure. I don't know how that worked, but he lost his lawsuit. It could have been winnable, maybe. I don't know, but I don't know if he came to the States. I'd have to look more into that to see if he actually came to the States. But I believe he's still in Bali. Unless something has changed.
world, social media, I don't know. People take sides. We all know that. People don't know what they see. You can show them something like this and they're like, I don't know if that was a hand. I don't know what that was. We're not sure, right? You don't know what you see or what you don't see. But I noticed that I got a lot of comments from that. Again, these are all comments and reports because he's blocked.
Again, y'all got to understand, this is a woman that we're talking about. You mean to tell women block their exes all the time, but will stalk their pages. They will stalk their friends' pages. They will stalk family members' pages. Y'all heifers don't just go away and just block somebody. Y'all go see what they're doing. You're a lot smarter than you're trying to make yourself out to be, Kimora. Come on. You're a woman. Women, a woman who's mad is going to go look for things. Trust me.
And that's been that way for a while. Also funny to note that he has been blocked for quite a very long time, but yet continues to post messages like we're friends, we're comrades, we're there. He posts all old pictures of my kids. Basically, in my opinion, my humble opinion, he's, I don't know, delusional and living some kind of a lie, to put it mildly, in my opinion. So
Again, this is the man who gave you millions of dollars. A man who you divorced. Kimora, you divorced him back in 2008. You took the children and left, right? But he still gave you money, Kimora. He still did business with you and your scammer ex. But this is how you really feel about him? Because he wanted his money back and you told him to kick rocks? See, this is the mind games that these heifers play. You and Russell was on good terms. I wonder why y'all ain't on good terms now. It's because you took his money. That's why. So who's delusional here? You took his money. He got upset. You told those girls to block him because that's what you do. Somebody said that Jaye Hunso has complained about you not letting him see his child. So this is a pattern, Kimora. This is a pattern. Shout out to Man Code TV.
This is why you don't level up women and help them. Because they'll turn on you and act like they did it on their own.
Right. Appreciate that.
And they'll turn against you. Ungrateful.
Appreciate that. That's what they would do because it's in their nature to do that. It seems like because she wants to be a social climber. She wants to be important, but she's not that important. She's an afterthought. That's why men are not clamoring to be with her because she's in the past. The guys may have been interested in her 10 years ago, but they're not interested in her now.
I thought, wow, folks are really going to tell the public, that.
Shout out to Maul MC.
Men, when it comes to starting a family, vet your women thoroughly. Take 1 to 3 years if necessary.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Grown-ass kids are brainwashed? Now,
Yes.
we know that can be.
Yes.
Right? I can help you with a lot of that. They could have, I don't know what, Stockholm Syndrome, a lot of stuff. But that's not the case with these kids.
Right.
And again, most of you here know my kids. You see my kids. They grew up with you in the community. Even friends of mine and my exes, their dad, we're all of the family, friends and relatives and everybody has stayed, cordial and friendly. You all know my kids. You all know. And I'm, by the way, like I said before, in case you didn't catch that, I'm the single mom of 5 kids.
And you don't have a good relationship with any of them. You don't have a good relationship with Russell. Apparently, you and Diamond are not on good terms. And I'm pretty sure when you're done with Tim, you're not going to be on good terms with him either.
One of who I adopted, Gary, my handsome football player that you just saw. That was a personal adoption, meaning we know the family. Gary's dad actually works for Russell too and is probably underpaid and can't afford his life too much. And so I stepped in there to help adopt and raise that child.
So wait a minute. So you adopted another man's child because you claim that Russell wasn't paying him enough. So what are you trying to say? Russell ain't got no money. He's broke? Because I'm seeing a lot of people say, well, Russell's not broke. Russell's not broke. Y'all don't know. Shut up. Y'all don't know. I don't know. It's been put out there. But this woman who's done business with Russell is trying to make it seem like he ain't got enough money to pay his staff. She's saying that. This is something that she's putting out here. She's basically saying that she had to save. Once again, she's throwing this other guy under the bus, trying to make it seem like she had to save this young man and adopt him. You know how embarrassing that is, that you're basically sitting. She didn't say that the young man's mother. She said the young man's father needed help raising his son because Russell wasn't paying him. Now she's insinuating that Russell ain't got no money. Y'all got to understand that Russell don't have tons of money in cash like that. He gave a lot of money into that seltzer water venture. Okay? That money, the funds which was taken by Kimora and Tim, and he lost a lot. He lost a lot. And she's insinuating that Russell ain't got money like that to pay his staff. That's what she's insinuating that.
For those of you that did not know. So you guys know my kids. My kids have worked at the UN. My kids are ambassadors of the world. My kids speak multiple languages.
Once again, she's so obsessed with being a social climber. She wants to talk about how her kids are doing this in the world and that in the world, but they were living off daddy's credit card. Okay. Yet the two eldest girls were living off Russell's credit cards and they're talking shit about him. That's crazy.
Like I said, my youngest daughter is the youngest kid to graduate in recent history from an Ivy League school. You know, I'm a little upset, so I know I'm probably rambling and leaving out parts and jumping all over the place. I'm sorry. Y'all can hang up. I love you. I know everybody's going to be calling me later. But you all know that for sure that my kids are not brainwashed. So I thought that was crazy that people actually started to believe that because I could see the messages and the comments and, oh, sorry. And sometimes people just want to have something to say, and I understand that too.
See,
so today...
Listen, this is what happens when you heifers are online. Log off. Y'all get online and you just read comments. Y'all care so much. It's like Cardi B. Y'all care so much about what commenters are saying. You're supposed to be the celebrity. You're the world traveling celebrity. Why do you care about what people in the comment section are saying? Because you're thin skinned, right? You're thin skinned and you actually do care what these people think about you. Because, and think about Kimora, she's not a sympathetic figure to me. She's not. Y'all can try to act like she is one, but she's not a sympathetic figure to me. Okay? She's not. You can try to pretend and perpetrate like she is, but she is not.
Whole topic, and I thought about people, all my friends in the industry, and who I could call and what media people I could talk to about this and who do I go to talk about this. And I thought about this all the time, but I never really have the right person, and it's never really come to me. So I just thought I'd turn on my thing here and say this. But for someone to imply that my kids are brainwashed because they honored the job or the duty that their mom fulfills on a daily basis, 365 days of the year, 24/7, is crazy. No one's brainwashed. You guys can go and see, you know, no one's.
Then why don't you share custody? You didn't want to share custody. You wanted primary custody. All you heifers want primary custody. Then you want to complain about how hard it is to be a single mother when you went to the judge and say, Judge, I want primary custody. But then you want to complain online for sympathy. Well, why would you ask for primary custody if it's difficult then? Stop asking for primary custody and then going online looking for sympathy, because you're not going to find it. It takes two parents to raise children. You heifers you want control. You want to control the situation because you know the one who has primary custody of the children control the purse strings. They get they're in a situation where they can get money. Like Russell paying his children, right? You know, there are things that Russell would do for his kids, he would do for her because she got primary custody. But you want to complain about how tough it is. Well, you're the one who asked for primary custody.
Delusional. Hold on one second. Wolfie? Yeah. I love you. What are you doing? You. So you all know that my kids are not brainwashed. Those of you that know me here also.
Stop lying. Them kids are brainwashed. And it's so easy because those girls look up to you. They want to be you. That's the sad thing. Her name Aoki is very insecure. Aoki is very insecure, and she wants to live up to her mother. She wants to be her mother. That's the sad part. Your daughters want to be just like you, and you know that, and you take advantage of that. That's what's going on. So yes, they are brainwashed. You should never turn your children against the father. It don't matter what's going on. You keep that between the parents. You wouldn't want the public all in your business. You should act the same with your kids. Keep your kids out of grown folks' business, right? And the saying used to be, stay out of grown folks' business. You heifers keep your kids in your business. And you wonder why you can't keep a man? No man wants to be in a situation where the woman has her kids all in her business.
Know what kind of parent I am. I have been a parent pretty much all my life. I was a very young, probably too young, bride.
What is she saying? Is she saying that she should have never married Russell or got with Russell when she did? It's almost like she's alluding to, you know, regretting getting married that young. Maybe she felt like she wasn't able to live her life the way that she want to. But let me tell you where you would be, Kimora, if you had never gotten with Russell. You'd be, not only would you be single, you'd be a single mother, you'd be somewhere on OnlyFans right now. Probably 30 pounds heavier on OnlyFans somewhere right now, right? That's where you would be without Russell. That's when you would be a former model turned, you know, video vixen turned, you know, OnlyFans star, right? We'd be talking about some athlete you don't put on blast, right? Some ex-athlete you don't put on blast, right? She'd be pulling a Mariah Mills on Twitter right now, right? That's where you would be without Russell. But again, this is why you got to be careful dating younger women. You know, going too young and you end up with a woman who is bitter. Because I'm telling you, I think she's bitter at Russell because Russell got with her when she was younger. We can't that's why I said this is not in defense of Russell, because Russell chose her and married her when she was young. So we can't overlook that. I'm sorry. We can't overlook that. Well, I'm not sorry. Russell did get with her at a young age, and now he's paying for that. So all you dudes talking about getting a younger woman, you better be careful, because you get her, you marry her when she hasn't had a time to really live life. She's going to be bitter. Y'all can just spin it and say whatever you want to, but these women are going to get bitter. And when they see their 20s go by and their 30s go by, they're going to be bitter. and they're going to blame you because they weren't able to live their best life in their prime. That's what I'm telling you. That's how she is right now. She's bitter towards Russell. Yes, she likes what Russell has done for her, but she's very bitter towards Russell.
So I had these kids very early, and you guys know how much my family means to me, and you know how much my kids mean to me, and you guys know, all of you that know me absolutely know what kind of mother I am and what kind of family dynamic I have over here. I think it's very important for you all to know if you look back in our history, I have always been the type of co-parent. You know, we were actually very famous for our co-parenting.
Right. Yes, you were.
And, you know.
You were. Yeah, y'all were. Kimora, this man gave you what? Didn't Russell give her, I'm trying to make sure I have the numbers right, but didn't he give her upwards up to $200 million as far as the investment, or that was what he had made from the investment, but he had invested millions into a business. See, a man don't part with his money like that, especially a guy like Russell. But Russell trusted you as a co-parent enough to invest in a business venture of his money into your business venture, you into him. And he trusted you because of how good you were co-parenting. And she's acting like Russell is the one that threw it away, that he's the one that destroyed everything. But in reality, you're the one who destroyed it.
How we always put the good face forward and the good foot forward to the world. So you guys know that. If you pay attention to the time frame of things, you will see that some years ago, recently, this ex in question brought a lawsuit against me and my family. A completely frivolous lawsuit. Where
she says it's frivolous, but why would he sue you if he had no grounds to sue you? He wanted his money back that he trusted you with. She's acting like he just made this up out of thin air.
He accused me of all kinds of crazy stuff, like embezzling, laundering, defrauding, all these things. Again, everybody.
She literally took this man's money with no remorse, and she used that money to help Tim get out of his financial bind. She literally took Russell's money to help Tim, a guy she's not even with anymore, to get out of his financial situation. And she's not with him because she don't want the burden of whatever is going to happen to him. So she's distancing herself from him.
That knows me knows that nothing could be like further from the truth. Clearly, I'm sitting right here in my home, right? There's no...
Monza.com makes scans.
And we'll be back after this message.
I didn't flee the country. I don't run. I don't have to hide from anybody. I didn't commit any atrocities that I need to answer for, here or in the next life, at the gates, wherever I'm going to get. I don't have to do that like some other people.
She's talking about Russell. Well, you were okay with that, with those allegations when you were getting that man's money, when he was, allowing those girls to run up those credit cards that were in his name. You're okay with that. But now, because he's financially, he done cut y'all off completely. He's not doing nothing for you. He ain't doing nothing for them girls. And now all of a sudden live streams are being made. Y'all see how that works? This is why I say she humiliated him over money, his money. We talking about Russell's money. We ain't talking about her money. We talking about Russell's money. Well, you were in support of him leaving the country to go to Bali, weren't you? When he was financially helping you and those girls.
So if you pay attention to, excuse me, I'm a little emotional, but I get like that. So do my kids. So sorry about that. But if you pay attention to when this lawsuit was launched, it's probably like a couple years ago, you'll notice that that's when all of these attacks started coming from my ex. You'll notice that that's when a lot of a barrage of crap started coming over here to us. You'll notice that the kids stopped kind of, over the past years, they stopped kind of seeing their dad as much. And also, again, I have 5 kids, so I've always been like, an open book. All my other kids consider, let me turn to the light, consider Russell to be, considered him to be at one point in time like an uncle. We were all very close.
Yes. Nobody denies how close you were. Everybody loved Russell when Russell was taking care of credit cards, when Russell was investing in your business ventures. Everybody loved Russell, but did y'all love Russell back? Did y'all really love Russell? Because Russell loved y'all. We're talking about Russell's money at the end of the day. This is all about his money. And she's trying to make it seem like this all came out of nowhere, that one day the co-parenting situation is good. Next thing, now he done turned into this angry, crazy ex that's stalking and threatening and harassing. Do y'all see the games that are being played here? This man was taking care of you even when you were with Tim, the so-called successful businessman that you were with, right? But guess who you went to for investments? You went to Russell. That's who you went to. Russell didn't just flip for no reason. Yeah, they tolerated him. They tolerated Russell, but I bet you behind his back, they talk crazy about him. They talk crazy about Russell. And Russell thought that they actually cared about him. And that's why he did what he did. Because he still felt like he was the head of the household. Even though she was with other men, he still felt like he was the head of the family. His daughter muted that video because she didn't want people to hear him going off about how they used him, how they never loved him. That man didn't just flip for no reason. See, women love to play these games. Nobody just flips out for no reason who was close, who did things for you, who you said your other children considered an uncle, right? But he just all of a sudden flipped the script. And he's lying on you. You never embezzled. You never took his money and gave it to somebody else. Women will do crazy things out of love. And I have no doubt that she took this man's money to help her, the guy that she was in a relationship with, out of his financial bond. I have no doubt that that is what she did. Because when women are in love with somebody, they will do things that you don't think they're capable of doing. Now, once she breaks up with that guy and she sobers up, she'll try to act like she never did that, or she'll try to deflect. But when women are with somebody and they're with that person, they will do anything for that person.
And that goes for all my baby dads, by the way. There's evidence of that. You can see them, on various far and few between events, but you can see them sometimes like on the red carpet, and you'll see one person with all the kids, right? We get along like a family, like friends, like whatever. So you'll notice that all of this down talking and all of this stuff started to take a turn around these past couple of years, I think coinciding with that lawsuit. But I just want to come and say, and I never get into this. I usually let people go and rant and rave. It's funny, though, how this particular person in question, because I could go in on a few of them, one by one. But it's funny how this particular person, if you, again, go look back, you'll see on their page that they post all these pictures like we're together, like we're friends. They've even posted pictures and then said like...
I thought you have them blocked. How would you know? Kimora, how would you know? How would you know unless you're going to their pages and you're looking? But they want to call Russell the narcissist. No, this is the narcissist right here, who believes she does nothing wrong, can never. If a person can't tell you that they're false, then to me, they are really the narcissist, because everybody has a fault. If a person cannot tell you what they've done wrong in a situation, then they are somebody who should not be believed, because everybody has a fault. Everybody's felt bad about something. Everybody's, when they've had a falling out, they say, you know what? I did this wrong. I could have done this better. But she's not saying that. It's all about how she did everything right. And Russell's the one who changed. And he just sued her out of nowhere for no reason whatsoever.
I just got off the phone with my kids. They sent me this great picture. None of that's true. I like receipts. So, of course, I have text messages. I have messages from all my kids. You can go and see. I think the bottom line, like probably the breaking point for all of this was over the past many months when their dad just sort of cut them off. He was contributing a little bit of cash to their monthly, college.
What I told you, he cut that credit card because them heifers was out of line. Both of them girls probably was getting smart with him, talking crazy to him, and he cut the credit cards. He had every right to cut those credit cards. These are grown women we're talking about. We're not talking about kids that need money for things. These are grown women who need to find their own way in life. I mean, Kimora got it. Kimora talking about how she adopted somebody's son. She's literally bragging about adopting somebody's son. So why do you need him to put money on credit cards? Now we see why Aoki is posting it like she is, because he cut them credit cards off.
Spending not much, a couple $100 probably, maybe $500, maybe a little more. Again, all these things can be, proven with receipts. I love receipts, so folks can always go and get receipts.
So why are they upset about the credit cards being cut if it's just a couple $100? I don't believe that. Shout out to Amanda.
Most men have big hearts, but sometimes this bites them in the butt. I can't help but feel bad for men these days.
Appreciate that, Amanda. Yeah, because a man, especially a man that has children, has been married, they feel that obligation that they still have to take care of the family, because men are raised to take care of family. At least men who have male role models in their life. And I think men, even when they're not with that woman, they still feel that sense of taking care of things. All right.
And show over the years. And so one day he just kind of cut the kids off. There was no more.
And those are not kids. Those are adults. Okay. Those are adults.
Money coming in, no more like allowance, quote unquote allowance. I think he probably did that just to double up the expenses on me, which is no problem. I stepped up, I did it. But when he did this, it was around just before finals and graduation. It was some months ago, just before finals and graduation. And he did it without telling the kids or talking to the kids or anything. He did it, it's funny, after he did an interview with, I heard some clips from an interview with this young man. I don't know, but I see him a lot. I think his name is Academic or DJ Academic. Oh, happy Juneteenth, you guys. We're doing all this on Juneteenth. Come on, let it go. Let it out.
Yeah, we are, huh? Wow. It's almost like it was calculated, The oldest daughter puts up the picture, then Russell responds, and then now you're doing an Instagram live all on Juneteenth. That's why I tell y'all, Juneteenth is not worth celebrating. These people don't take it seriously,
So I saw in that clip, that was some months ago too, you can go and reference it and find it, where he told this guy, he was on and on about this guy, and I think it was about old.
Undeniably elegant. Unbelievably powerful.
She talking about DJ Academics. Yo, she talking about DJ Academics, man. Yikes.
Heads and how you should honor them, which I believe you should. But he was saying to the guy, like, I'm so rich, I got this and I got that, and I'm this and that. None of that could be further from the truth. You know, he has turned around, and then again, I have records and evidence of this where he's told the kids in writing, we have it, text messages, I'm broke, I this, I that.
Y'all see that? Again, now I saw the text message of the money, not necessarily about being broke, but about her taking his money, yes. But this is why, you know, in my video, I have up how he's allegedly broke, because according to her, he said it himself. So that's not a rumor. Russell has put that out there. Russell has put that out there.
I can't, you know, go get it from your mom. Now, meanwhile, I have been financially carrying this person probably for the last at least 10 years, myself and my ex-husband.
What?
Again, this is all proven with receipt.
Oh, so she's saying that financially she was taking care of Russell. Mm-hmm. But didn't Russell invest in a business with you and your ex? So she trying to say Russell ain't got no money. She been taking care of Russell. It's the other way around, family. So why is Russell suing you then? They trying to say Russell broke. This is coming from her. She's putting it out here and claiming that financially she was helping him. And she said she watched the clip of what he said to DJ Academics. Because, you know what would be funny is if the whole time she, quote unquote, was taking care of Russell. Russell had his own money. Russell wasn't spending a dime of his money. He was getting money from her. Now, I could see that making her feel some type of way. But I just don't see it. The guy was putting money on credit cards. Up until recently, it's because he lost that lawsuit. And he might be feeling some type of way, you know? Yeah, he invested in the business with her. What is she talking about?
So if whatever, somebody doesn't like what I'm saying, you know, we can talk about it. We can come, we can open up our receipts. I love it. I love receipts.
By the way, she has not posted any receipts yet. Not one receipt has been posted. Y'all love using the word receipts, but you don't have no receipts.
I've taken care of this person to the tune of many, many, many millions of dollars.
What?
To help with their bills, their overhead, their companies that
What?
they run into the ground, their unsuccessful bids, all of their stuff.
So, man, she's calling Russell a failure? She's saying his ventures don't work? But I got all these people telling me Russell ain't broke. Russell got this. Russell got that. He's worth this amount of money. But she's trying to make it seem like she was taking care of Russell, which doesn't make any sense to me, because if Russell was paying on the credit cards, why would he need you to take care of him? Maybe Russell was manipulating. Maybe Russell was playing you, Kimora. Maybe you found out that Russell was playing games with you when he did that interview or clip or whatever with DJ Academics, when he said what he said. I think that may have pissed her off. She's like, because in her mind, she may be thinking that, you know, Russell ain't got it like that. When in reality, Russell knows exactly where his money is, because Russell is not dumb. Russell knows exactly where his money is, and she might have got fooled and retaliated.
I don't necessarily speak for my kids, but I think I could take probably a good shot at it. They're sleeping right now because it's...
You should not be involving your children, ma'am. You heifers need to stop involving your children in your business.
Not even 8:30 in the morning.
You're not a
But
good
my two
mother
oldest girls, they're
when you're
young women.
involving your children in your business. You're not a good mother.
They're young women of the world. I think that was very tough for them, that their dad like kind of cut them off and cut off conversation and cut off helping them. And he's even said things to them like, why did you go to college? You shouldn't have gone to college. You wasted that money. You could have saved it. While I'm up here trying to hustle the kids over the finish line. You know,
Yeah, college to me, it doesn't have a usefulness if they're not going to have a useful degree. Like if you just got some BS degree, yeah, college was a waste of time. A lot of people do be wasting their time getting these useless degrees, man.
that was crazy. It's just been so many things that kind of I'm trying to do over here in my house. Again, like I live in Beverly Hills, California. You know, I go between New York and LA. People know how to find me. They know how to see me. I see people walking up and down the street all day, every day. I'm just not going to tolerate this from someone who's not on the streets walking around every day. They are like, I don't know, apparently like hiding under a rock someplace far away in another country. You know, again, these girls are adults. They are young adults. I typically try to be very friendly and amicable with all my baby daddies, whatever. But I think it comes a time when you guys have to ask yourself, why are these women, young women, not supportive or not really trying to hear that? Or what have they gone through? What have they seen that they, you know, that has turned them off or that has put a bad taste in their mouth? You know, we've seen a lot lately over the years. And I have literally stood by these people and this man all my life. And I just get so emotional when someone tries to attack my parenting or my family or my kids that have tried so hard. You know, you can see all the press that we've done, all the interviews that we've done. I mean, it's a community thing. These kids graduating from high school, I'm in college, high school too. And all my friends, you know, I say the same thing. It's every person knows here that has had graduates. I graduated from college only just recently in the past like 5 years. It's tough. You know, they're teenagers developing into young adults now. They have lived their whole life in the public eye, which I guess is a good thing and a bad thing, because it's good because you know my kids, you know my family, you know, and so I
Get NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube.
The public can kind of decipher some of these things and some of this, you know, bullshit. But it's also bad because you grow up and, again, your stuff is in the public eye.
I don't think Russell ever said that she was a bad mother. I don't think I've ever heard Russell say Kimora was a bad mother. Russell just wants his money back. That is why he sued her. And she's kind of dancing around it, trying to deflect. Russell wants his money back. Russell never said that she was a bad mother. That is not, I haven't heard anything about that. As a matter of fact, Russell apologized. He apologized for all this.
Don't get to you don't get to handle things that privately and discreetly like other people may have a chance that are not in the public eye. So I am very touched and emotional. I become very emotional. People always say, Kimora, you're such a boss. You're such a leader, but you're so emotional. I am emotional. I will, you know, snap in a heartbeat when it comes to my kids. I think everybody knows that. And so the fact that you would come at this point and try to attack my kids or my family is crazy. I'm very, very proud of my kids. I love them very much. And I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm tired of it. I literally woke up to this. I haven't had a chance to
Nobody's attacking your children, heifer. Nobody attacked your children. You're hiding behind your children. This is the tactic of the single mother, is to hide behind her children. When she gets a little bit of criticism, she hides behind her children. Nobody ever said that you were a bad mother. Nobody attacked your daughters. You're lying and you're hiding behind your children. You're hiding behind your children. Nobody said you were a bad mother. Nobody's attacking your daughters. Your daughters are the one going live, posting videos and screenshots of posts. Russell isn't doing that. You're hiding behind. This is a tactic of a bitter single mother to hide behind your children. The claim that everybody's attacking your children, playing the victim.
Get on the phone and call people and get the whole thing going and call publicists, call friends and do all that. I've gotten, enough.
Look at that, reading comments. Stop reading comments.
I just came on here and did it like this. I'm sorry. I'm in my living room. Those are all my crazy clothes. I'm renovating my closet, and so my clothes are here behind me, and so it looks like I'm in a warehouse, but I'm really in my living room. So I think if you look at just some of the facts, this person was not present at graduation. Again, there was not one graduation. There were several graduation events, both for NYU and Harvard. You can look these things up. There's a schedule. They're public events. Anybody can come or get tickets or show up or be there. They're usually in auditoriums. NYU was at Yankee Stadium. One of the graduations, the other ones were at smaller venues and locations. One of ours was at the Beacon Theater. They're all over. The same for Harvard and Boston. There's many different groups that graduate. So Yoki's like a classics major. It might be the classics group or the division of arts and science, or the law group, this group, that group. Everybody has a graduation in addition to the school as a whole, right? So my point of saying all this is that hi, Renbex. Hi, you guys. The point of saying all this is that if you look, this person has not been to any events, did not come to graduation, no, he wasn't particularly wanted, but no one stopped you, hasn't sent a flower or a gift or a kind word.
Hasn't done it, but maybe because he's been blocked. I mean, did you forget that you told us that you blocked him? You blocked him. Remember, your daughters have him blocked. Listen, if my daughters are being disrespectful to me, you think I'm going to go to any event that they have going on? No, because I'm your father, and if I've done a lot for you, I'm going to expect that you will show respect in return, not to block me and disrespect me. I mean, we don't know what's being said to Russell behind the scenes. This is from her point of view. So her daughters could have been saying a bunch of things to Russell, and Russell got fed up and said, you know what, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Yeah, let me tell y'all what would have happened if Russell would have showed up, because Russell has, I guess, some legal issues. I don't know how that situation is. Kimora would have been shocked because she's been able to use this whole being in Bali thing to her benefit. Let's be real about this.
Cut the kids off when they were traveling around. Yoki was on a trip to Greece with the classics department. She didn't know that her little debit card or whatever wasn't working. That was a whole mess. And it's a lot.
All right, JJ, appreciate you being here, man. I'm going to play this video for a little while longer, then I'm going to wrap this up, and then we're going to move on to some news segments. I just wanted y'all to get the gist of what this heifer is saying, because this is just...
Again, you parents will know when you have kids that are in the middle of finals and studies and stuff like that, and stuff comes up and their things aren't going through and they're, whatever. It's been a stressful past months getting through college, and it's been a stressful past just couple of years dealing with this.
When you cross the bridge to Sea Island, you found a way.
We'll be back with these with the commentary.
Just dealing with this craziness. Hold on.
Reading comments.
What you guys were saying, and I can't.
Reading comments. Well, they love to be on here reading all types of comments.
So I just want to say I usually stay here and I try to be very supportive of my family. I've tried to be very supportive all the time of even my baby daddies. I've sat quietly through things, and just because I'm a mom, I've tried to, look the other way for things and turn the other cheek. And I don't know, I sometimes feel like some of those things come back to haunt you over time. and stuff like that. So, I'm not really sure, but I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. Again, like I'm sitting here with my kids in my house. Easy to find me, not running, not hiding, not doing any of that. And so to have these constant attacks is just kind of crazy. Like, I don't know.
Attacks?
And I
Who's
know you're probably
attacking
looking at me
you?
now, fool.
Who's
watching this,
attacking
I'm
you?
Sure. Like, I'm
Like she says, constant attacks. Who's attacking you? Your daughter, the one put the message out. Your daughter put that Happy Father's Day Mom post out. That wasn't Russell. Your daughter tried to gaslight Russell, but she's claiming that she's being attacked. You know what? I've heard enough. Y'all get the gist of that. I'm ready to move on. I did this heifer here, man. Y'all out here throwing rocks and hiding your hands, man. Is this what y'all do out here? Throw rocks and then you want to go run and hide your hands? Is this what we doing out here? This is crazy. I like I said, I've heard enough. Like, always the victim. It's everybody's fault. It's everybody else's fault. Like I said, I've heard enough. Salute to everybody that's here. We're gonna get into some extra topics here because this is just, I'm tired of hearing this heifer up here lying. No, good and well, your daughter started this shit. Started this stuff, okay? Because he cut those cards and she's feeling some type of way. She claims it was a couple $100. All right, it was a couple $100, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. So shout out to everybody that's here. We're going to get into some news topics here. Make sure y'all like the stream. We're going to get into some news topics and then we're going to wrap this stream up. Thank y'all for being here. This is the first of them. We're going to talk about Tyga. His relationship with Avril Lavigne is over. According to Hip Hop DS, Tyga and Avril Lavigne have decided to call it quits after spending months together in a whirlwind musical romance, but apparently they're still friends. According to TMZ, Lavigne, who has just wrapped up her most recent tour, and Tyga mutually parted ways a few weeks ago. But while their romantic relationship has ended, there are no hard feelings between the pair. While they were together, Tyga spared no expense to show his love for the Canadian singer. In March, TMZ reported that the Compton native gifted Lavigne a custom diamond chain worth thousands, which features 50 carats of white diamonds, black diamonds, and pink sapphires, which was worth $80,000. So he's definitely, Tyga got money. People try to claim Tyga was broke. They love spending money on women who end up leaving them. That's the crazy thing. Is she going to take the chain with her? I wonder if Tyga going to ask for that chain back. In February, the pair was spotted running around together in California, leading to rumors that they were dating. Their relationship was later confirmed after the two were spotted sharing a kiss at a party during Paris Fashion Week. Now, y'all got to understand, Avril Lavigne was engaged to be married, right? So she left her fiance just to have a fling with Tyga. According to Page Six, T-Raw and the Complicated singer were seen packing on the PDA at the Mugler Hunter Schafer party in Paris. The pair didn't have any issue holding hands and kissing. In front of others as they attended the show earlier that month. Around the same time, Tyga and Lavigne also attended a party hosted by Leonardo DiCaprio. Following a month of rumors, the couple made the union Instagram official after the rapper shared a series of photos from the fashion show, including one of the pair snuggling up together. Shout out to Dallas. Tyga captioned the Instagram pic in March, which showed the newly minted couple sported all black attire while in Texas. Among Tyga's previous relationship are Black China, with whom he shares a 10-year-old, King Cairo, Kylie, Iggy Azalea, Bella Poarch, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Amina Blue, Tammy Hembro, Sophia Body, Jordan Craig, and Cameron Swanson. For those of you who don't know, Jordan Craig is I believe this is the baby mother of Tristan Thompson. Before Tristan Thompson got with Chloe. I just want to know from Avril, like, you left your fiance to be with Tyga. Like, was it worth it? That's what I want to know. I mean, you got an $80,000 chain out of it. You got to get with a black guy. Because I'm telling you, I have never seen Avril with a black guy. I mean, people say, well, it doesn't matter. I've never seen her with a brother. Okay, I just haven't seen her with a brother. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen her with a brother. But she left her fiance just to be with Tyga. Is she gonna go back to him? Is he waiting for her? I bet you she might end up getting back with him. But maybe she never wanted to marry the guy. She was married before. I don't think she wanted to get married again. I think that she hesitated and dumped him. And if I was that guy, I would never take her back. But then again, these guys are such suckers for love. They'll take these women back. And the crazy thing is that the guy that Avril Lavigne left was a guy that was helping her on her music career. He helped her musically. And maybe she never liked him. Maybe she thought he was a really nice guy that she could use, right? And when she had no more use for him, she got with Tyga, a guy who's the complete opposite. Tyga is the complete opposite of the guy that she was in a relationship with. That had to hurt. Not only did your fiance leave you, you helped her musically, but she leaves you for a guy whose nickname is T-Raw. Was he raw up and up? And the thing is this, man, like, opposites attract, but this is very much so opposite of anything I thought was going on. But again, this proves my point that these women are out here having fling after fling. She had a hot girl spring and into the summer, and maybe she's ready to either be single or go back to the other guy. Like I said, if I'm that other guy, I'm not taking her back. You wanted to go be with T-Raw? Go be with T-Raw. I want nothing to do with you. But again, these males are different, man. These men will get humiliated, embarrassed, dumped by these women, and then they will still get back with that woman because they feel like that woman will never be another her. Now, we're talking Avril Lavigne of like 10, 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Even though she still looks the same, I'm not saying as far as looks is concerned. What I'm saying is, she's musically, she just ain't there. Is she still really the same woman? This guy thought so, but he got dumped. You got used. And then when she didn't need you anymore, she got with Tyga. Then she went on tour. This dude, her ex got dumped while he was on tour, I believe. Just imagine your girl off having PDA. That's a woman that has no respect for you. You're out here trying to be the good guy, doing everything
Checking
you
in,
can to win
Jaye.
over.
Salute, bro.
What's up, Van Bivens? Salute, Van Bivens. Appreciate that. Yeah, Tyga does have a resume, don't he? Tyga is very underrated for his resume. Say whatever you want about Tyga. He's been with a lot of your Woman Crush Wednesdays, all right? He's been with a lot of them. But let me say this, gentlemen. If a woman leaves you, it's a blessing in disguise. That guy was messed up. That guy was really mentally out of it after Avril Lavigne dumped him. Like, he was really out of it. Like, he really thought that she wanted to be with him and marry him when she didn't. You're just a nice guy that she, made feel like he was important. Like she would really want to be in a relationship with you. But women don't want you nice guys. When are y'all going to get that? No matter how nice you are to these women, no matter how much you do for these women, they'll always look for a reason to leave. And the sad thing is they will blame you for them leaving. They will blame you and make it seem like it's your fault that they're no longer in your life. They will do that. And you have to be very careful of the women that you try to put rings on their finger for. This dude was in love and he got dumped. But I'll be interested to see if she goes back to that guy though. But yeah, Tiger definitely has a resume on him. That's a heck of a resume, man. Let's talk. Let's talk about Jonathan Majors. I spoke about Jonathan Majors. Hold on. Give me a second, family. Shout out to everybody that's still here. Thank y'all for being here. But I really want to discuss this this real quick. I want to make sure y'all can see this article. Megan Good is getting like, man, people are going in on her on Twitter, social media. A lot of melanated women are upset. A lot of you fatherless males are in your feelings as well. Y'all hate him for whatever reason. That man did not beat up on his ex-girlfriend. This whole thing to me is a sham. I think he needs to leave New York and never move back. The city of New York is very compromised. And Megan Good was there holding hands with him. She was there in court. And this image pissed off a lot of women. So I have to talk to you hypocritical heifers real quick. Hey, hypocritical heifers, why are you upset at Megan Good being with Jonathan Majors? How many dysfunctional men are y'all dealing with right now? A lot of y'all are dating currently woman beaters. A lot of y'all are dealing with felons. A lot of y'all are out here dealing with pimps. But y'all want to get online and act like Megan Good is making herself look bad by being with Jonathan Majors, when y'all are with men who are worse than Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors is a victim of this crooked, these crooked proceedings that are going on in New York. New York is not a place for successful black men to be. That's why they all leave. Jay-Z left. How many other successful black men from New York end up leaving and going elsewhere? Hell, they moved to New Jersey. They say, I'd rather live in New Jersey than live in New York. But I'm seeing a lot of women angry at Megan Good because her hot girl summer, her city girl time is over and she's found somebody that she really wants to be with. Now, this begs the question. Was Megan Good, was she the one that he was texting that night? And maybe she feels guilty. Maybe she feels guilty. I think Megan Good is always like Jonathan Majors. And he was always taken. He was always, in a relationship with somebody else. And maybe he was always on her radar. Y'all remember when that rapper, can't think of his name, he was like flirting with her and she hung up on him, right? He called her up or somebody called her up on while he was doing the interview. And she hung up because she didn't want to talk to him. Maybe Jonathan Majors has always been on her radar. But looking at the reactions, I mean, this is trending on Twitter right now. That's why I'm talking about it. It is literally trending on Twitter, Megan Good and Jonathan Majors. They're mad because she's found a man who's less dangerous than the men these women are with. A lot of y'all, again, y'all with woman beaters. Y'all are with men who are drug addicts, okay? Jobless, broke, right? Listen, yeah, NLE Chopper. It was NLE Chopper, right? Did a video on it. Y'all want to know how crazy times are? About a week ago, right? I was out and about, right? I was sitting in a drive-thru, and there's like Papa John's like adjacent to it, right? So this car pulls up, and this girl gets out, and she's driving. It was a decent car. I'm not, and she was with this dude. She was with this brother, darker complected brother, and you had this female. She looked like she could have been a lighter complected female. Who knows? She looked like I'm not gonna lie. Now she had on a dress. She wasn't like too revealing, but you could see the curves. Okay. She was like she looked like a slim, thick Instagram model. Just, and I wasn't that close. I was like maybe 20 feet away. Right. Now you got this dude, pink shirt, skinny jeans. Like, I guess that's how they like they dudes to dress. I don't know. But they're walking in there, right? And when they're walking out, I could tell by the body language that she's the dominant one in the relationship. Now, this girl couldn't be no more than maybe 23 years old. 23, maybe 24. She's with this guy. They're like they about similar in age, but you can tell who the dominant one in the relationship is because she's driving. He's on the passenger side, right? And you know how some men can give off energy that they take care of themselves and their responsibilities. You can look at the guy and tell that, he may work, right? But he, you could just still tell that he's not a guy of a large amount of responsibility, right? And I'm saying to myself, even these young, I might call it alpha, these younger women, these Gen Zers, right? They have this mentality of control. They have this mentality of, I want to be in control of my relationships. I'm going to be driving around, the person that I'm with, right? No, I'm not. Okay. The guy has no, the masculine energy. I mean, they're not, they're straight, but they don't have masculine energy of a man who's in control of his relationship. Like, you could tell if he says the wrong thing, she's going to kick him out the house, right? Those type of guys. It's about control. These women want control. And I say that because here you have Megan Good, who people thought, oh, she's going to go out here. She's going to get a white guy. She's going to get another famous black actor or entertainer. And she gets with Jonathan Majors. But let's see who's here. Not here. Let's see what this article has to say. Jonathan Majors headed to trial following his latest court appearance. On Tuesday, Majors appeared in person in Manhattan Criminal Court in New York City for a hearing with girlfriend Megan Good by his side. The pair was seen holding hands as they entered and exited the court together alongside Majors' attorneys Tuesday morning. During Tuesday's hearing, the defense withdrew a motion it had previously entered during last month's hearing, which Majors attended virtually. Judge Rachel S. Pauley then set an August 3rd date for the trial in Majors' case following his March 25th arrest, subsequent arraignment over a number of misdemeanor assault and harassment charges, even though he never assaulted or harassed that woman. But this is what happens when you are a black man in a place like New York. You're an easy target of the justice system. And I'm not one of those people to throw the race card, but I got to call a spade a spade. This whole thing is ridiculous to me. And if those officers would have done their job, they would have seen that that woman was lying. But they did not do their job that night. All police ain't good police. I'm sorry. Majors appeared before the court wearing, I don't care what he was wearing. He said good morning to the judge and acknowledged her instructions to appear at the Manhattan Criminal Court in person in August for the beginning of his trial. The judge also ordered Majors to continue to adhere to the court's full order protection. Yeah, he's not trying to bother that woman. Within a few weeks of these false allegations, we provided the district attorney with evidence of Mr. Majors' innocence. Last week, we delivered additional compelling evidence to the district attorney, Majors' attorney, Priya Chaudhry, said in a statement Tuesday, following this, we strongly requested the district attorney dismiss all charges against Mr. Majors immediately. While we are hopeful that the district attorney is reviewing these materials in good faith and will do the right thing soon to accelerate our case, we requested a trial date ASAP. Well, hopefully they adhere to this because this man did nothing wrong. He was with a vicious, violent, drunk white woman. If he's guilty of anything, it's being with a vicious, drunk white woman. That's right, I said it. You know? That's right, I said it.